Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate and the Friendly Arm Inn, where our hero Kaldrith has met some new allies, some new friends of Gorian's, our foster fathers.
What is it this time?
Jaheira and Khalid. And so with them, together with our childhood friend Imoen and Zar, a random wizard we picked up along the road, we are in the Friendly Arm Inn. We were ambushed just outside. But I think now our next course of action is to explore a little bit around the inn. We'll go upstairs, see what's about.
You have but to ask.
Obviously, we're going to try and break into everything that we can.
You're
Emily.
a queer fellow. I'm
Lockpick.
gone.
Oh. Hey. What good are you as a thief? Not much. I need her to level up stat.
Yes? You have but to
Okay.
ask.
Can we force these open? Failed. Failed. Okay. I guess we're not getting any... Okay, come on. Through the door now. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness. There we go.
How may
You know
I
what?
be of
Let's
it
not
shall
take
be
the
as you
whole group.
wish.
Let's just move along individually. Unshi.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
Have you heard? There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the Friendly Arm Inn. I had to bargain my new girdle of piercing for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in an autographed copy of my book. Hey, if you can get that belt back to me, I'd be mighty grateful. Well, I do believe that that happens to be one of the belts that we have. So
What
let's
is it
talk
this
again.
time?
Cannot
As you
get
wish.
better than the stability stone walls
Thanks for getting this
provide.
back to me. Damn weird ogre, though, don't you think? Here's 95 gold pieces for your trouble, and a new history book I've just completed. Wow, the history of Tethir. Much to read. Wow, they really, This is really a chunk. And the thing is, there are actually a ton of books in this game that are like this. If you want to stop and read everything, there is so much. And we don't steal things that are right in front of people that are awake. I think sometimes people are fine with you taking stuff that's right in front of them, but sometimes they get very upset with it. Or by it, so...
Yes? It
Well,
shall
let's
be
go
as you
upstairs another level then.
wish. It shall be as you
Landrin.
wish.
Let's speak to Landrin.
How may I be of assistance?
Landrin, what do you have to say?
I shall attend
Pleasure
to
it
it
is to
in
meet you.
Hey, I've got an infestation of poisonous spiders in my cellar in Beregost. Bentley said I could stay here until they move on, but I hate to impose. You'll know the house when you see it, just to the west of the Jovial Juggler Inn. Here, take these potions with you. They're antidotes against the poison. Keep whatever you don't use, and I'll give you an extra 120 gold pieces if you bring back my husband's old boots that he keeps down there. If you bring back one of their bodies and my old bottle of wine as well, I might toss in a little something extra, too. I like that there's no, hey, who are you? Oh, an adventurer. Want to go clear out my house of spiders? Nope. It's just assumed. We go up and talk, but we're given antidotes, which are good. They cure poison. Let's split these up a touch. You know, we might actually
What
just
is it
do
this
away
time?
with Zar. Because the way XP works in this is, if we kill an enemy that gives 1,000 XP, that 1,000 XP is divided between everybody in the party. And since we don't really like Zar and we don't want him in the chaotic evil, we're not an evil party, so we don't want him in. So we might just get rid of him now, and I think we will. Remove.
Something troubling you?
You're letting me go? But we've shared so many good times. This is truly a sad day indeed. Goodbye, so sad, blah blah blah, and all that rot.
Yes?
Yeah.
I shall
So,
tend to it in a truck.
you know, just the 4 of us for now are pretty good. We're gonna pick up some other friends along the road. Aha! Any chance? Breaking
How may I
in?
be of assistance?
Probably not.
It shall be as you wish. What is it that you have but
Okay,
to ask?
we'll have to come back to these locks another day. See what we can, well, steal from the place.
You have but to ask.
I suppose we're not very good people if we're
It
just
shall
trying
be
to
as you
steal
wish.
everything we get our hands on, but we're also trying to survive in this harsh world.
It shall be as you wish.
But still the dark of night. But there's the remnants of the would-be bounty hunter. But all of our characters are full health and ready to go, so doesn't seem like we need rest. Now let's go into this little home over here, which is unmarked on our map. Oh, did I lose sight of it? Oh, there it is. Joya.
It shall be as you wish.
Yes?
Hey there, you're new here, aren't you? Could I trouble you a moment? Certainly, my lady. Speak your mind. Such manners. Well, I need a gruff hand for this task, so keep your please and thank you garbage for the nobles. I was robbed blind by some hobgoblins within sight of this very inn's walls, and I need you to return the favor. They took my ring, and that's all I want back. Will you do it? I will help you. I thank you. The creatures were just north of the inn. I swear I could almost see them from the upper rooms. Bring my ring back here when you get it. You'll know it when you see it. It's a flame dance ring and very striking. Well, all right then.
You have but to ask.
Shall return Joya's flame dance ring. We're also going to make a... She said they were on the north side of the inn. So we'll make our way around to that, but... First, we'll just do a little exploring down here. And see what we can find in a little nook down there at the bottom of the tree. Special ring. We'll save that for later, as it's unidentified right now, and we don't have any... Actually, I was going to say we don't have any spellcasters in the party, but we should look at these again. Khalid is a fighter, and he uses his weapon proficiency are mostly longswords, so keep him at that. Jahira, though, some club and sling proficiencies. Jahira is a druid, and as such, has some druid spells. We are going to get rid of Entangle, because don't feel the need for Entangle. I think we're going to go with Bless. Bless and a couple of
Yes?
Cure Wounds spells. Hard to go wrong with that.
It shall be as you wish.
Buff up the party. Oh, while we're over here, try traveling that way. Oh, it doesn't actually open
You have
anything. I
but
thought
to
it might.
ask.
No sign of the hobbies yet. Oh, speaking of the devil, and there they are.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Some good attacks right off the bat. And look at us, we're just shredding through them. Oh, hey, Jahira needed a helmet, didn't she? Well, there you go. Helmet acquired. Leave that ring with Imoen. Oh boy, we do have a few too many. Spell scrolls here. No. So we have a spellcaster, but they're a druid, so they don't use scrolls and arcane magics. Or natural magic. Maybe some divine? Not really sure what it would classify as. More hobgoblins. Imoen's been pretty reliable with the hits. Oh, wow. And then Khalid and Kaldrith taking a rest. Was that it? Joya's Flame Dance Ring. There it is. We're going to send the weapons over to Blade so we can carry them.
Even with infravision, I prefer the daylight.
Infravision. Yeah, it's not called dark vision in this version. It is infravision. Which certain races will have. Well, I guess that's it then. Let's try if we can travel anywhere from the top. All right, so we've just explored that. Now, so the reason that I'm doing that just once again is now, because we were in this spot, instead of having travel back here and then walk to the bottom of this map and then travel to Beregost, we can travel to Beregost from here. It'll take longer because we're going farther, but we can just go straight there, which just saves time.
It shall be as you wish.
So one day when we want to travel north to that little farmstead that was above us, then we can just do that, rather than having to make our way all the way back up to the Friendly Arm and then come to the north of here. Oh, more hobgoblins. We already got the ring. I thought we might have killed them all, but it would appear no. 34 gold. It's a pretty reasonable sum. Oh.
Can I help me?
It shall be as you wish.
We're back up to 991. Or no, we were already at quite a bit. Oh, Khalid is encumbered. He's got too much weight. Oh, and his sword broke. So, because there's the iron crisis right now, weapons can break. And they do break. No, send that to... There we go. She can't use them, but her strength... So, Khalid is a fighter, but his strength is not particularly high. It's only 15. It's not ideal.
What is it this time? You have but to ask.
And then Peldvale and Larswood
I
are
shall
down
attend
there.
to it in a trice.
But we'll make our way back into the inn now and return Joya's ring to her. And then it might be time for us to move on from this place. Although I suppose we can sell some of our gear first. Our hard-won gains. Slowly make our way back around. Now, 4 parties in this and companions. We can have up to a party of 6, so we can have 5 companions. And I think for this playthrough, I am planning on going with the quote-unquote canon party, so what the game considers to be your party, going into the second game, which is everyone that we have here so far, and a couple other additions later on. I think it's a fairly well-balanced party, and I also just like them in the characters. That being said, there is a vast number of companions in this game. So much companion choice. Alright, Joya.
Yes?
I thank you. This ring was a gift when I set out on my own. Couldn't bear the thought of some smelly old hobgoblin having it. You were a good sort, and I'll say so to anyone that asks.
Good on you if you saved the day.
Aha! And not only have we gained experience, but we increased our reputation, which Imoen approves of. Our reputation is now, where is it? Popular, 13.
Yes? It shall be as you wish.
So we're
You
relatively
have but to
popular.
ask.
And I like that. We'll go back inside, we'll sell some
have but to
items,
ask.
and then we'll move on. Seems down to Beregost is our next best bet.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Oh, we'll behave ourselves, don't you worry. Okay, so note to self, never pick up the helmets to sell again. 1 gold, not worth it. shield too. The bastard swords actually aren't even worth that much, only 5. Really, it's not worth, I think, picking up most weapons and gear and other stuff. Just because they're so just not efficient for weight and takes up time and stuff. Now that being said, is there anything that we want? I kind of want an extra two-handed sword for you and an extra long sword for you, because as we just saw, they can break pretty easily, and we don't want to be stuck without a weapon. Now, do we upgrade to plate mail? It's only a 1 armor class upgrade, and it's more than that against slashing, but no, I don't think we need to. Maybe I will, though, get a composite longbow for Caldrith, just in case there's an occasion where we wish to use range. And a couple of arrows. So, we'll equip all of these up here. And obviously this sword is the best, 17th ACO, 7 to 16 damage, which is quite a bit. Put this up here for you, and then if he breaks one, he can just move on to the other. But it's only iron items, so for example, we don't have to worry about, or metal items rather, we don't have to worry about the club breaking. Or the bow.
How may I be shall
Well,
be as you
alright
wish.
then. Got what we need, let's head out of here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
An age-old line.
You
You
have
must
but to
gather
ask.
your party before venturing forth. Well, we are pretty gathered. So let's gather ourselves down here and head out and make straight for Beregost. Because our goal right now is Nashkel. I mean, we don't really know what Gorian's plans for us were. We don't know why we were in trouble or running, or why there are assassins after us. But if these people are with us to help us out, we may as well just stick with them and go along with what they say and head down to Nashkel to see what the source of all this trouble is. Now, we can't travel straight there. It's unreachable because we haven't been there before. But once you've been there, then you can travel straight back. We could go straight to Candlekeep. We could go to that old farmstead area. We could go to these other areas. But we're going to go straight to Beregost.
What do you need?
Oh. Golden Vent. Need directions? You seem a friendly sort, so I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. What do you need from the town of Beregost? I need some well-made weapons and armor. Do you have a good smithy? We have the best smithy in all the realms. Teram Thunderhammer Fuirim runs the Thunderhammer Smithy on the eastern side of town. He has a few exceptional items as well, though you could also check Feldepost's Inn. They carry trophy items, though you had best be rich as kings. Feldepost's Inn is to the west, closer to the south edge of town. If you could direct me to an affordable inn, I would much appreciate it. We have many inns for the frugal adventurer. The Red Sheaf has basic rooms, though the clientele is a touch rowdy. There are also the Burning Wizard and the Jovial Juggler, which have finer suites. The Red Sheaf is near the center of town, as is the Burning Wizard. The Jovial Juggler is a bit further along and sits on the southern edge of the city. Well, what's the nicest inn in town? Finest inn would have to be Feldepost's, though it is also quite friendly. Lots of local color. Feldepost's Inn is in the lower west side of the town. And what about a good tavern to sit a spell and drown my worries? A drop or two to ease your spirits. The Burning Wizard and the Red Sheaf are in the center of town. Feldepost's Inn is on the western edge and the Jovial Juggler is in the south. Okay, so lots of inns. No problem, friend. Enjoy your stay.
It shall be as you wish.
Lots of inns, as we can see. We'll drop another save there. And a very, very good smithy. Which I think could be interesting indeed.
You! Hey, you! Yes, you! I don't see anybody else around here. A little help, please?
Of course. What do you need?
There's bandits. Vicious, magic bandits. They must have gone to advanced bandit school or something. They're trying to capture me.
A group of spellcasting bandits? Sounds like a tall tale.
Listen, I'd love to give you a really long and detailed explanation of what's going on, but oh look, we're out of time.
So, you would try to hide from us behind this unfortunate fool. Your cowardice proves as deadly as your reckless magic.
You're the one trying to capture me, and I still don't know what you want, so I'd rather not let it happen. Get out of here before me and my new friends decide to eject a fist into your mouth.
You there, stand aside and give me the girl. Surely you won't risk your life for a stranger.
I won't let you harm her. By what right do you hunt this woman?
By my right as a wizard of Fae, we must study her anomalous power, whether or not she comes willingly.
What anomalous powers are you talking about?
I shouldn't be surprised that one as uneducated as you cannot spot a wild mage when you see one. The spells cause more harm than good. We must extract her secrets and, of course, prevent her from harming herself or others. I have said enough. Hand her over.
No, she's with me.
If you wish to die for this wild mageling, so be it.
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
Okay, we've been scattered. Let's take out the wizard first.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Elite, go after this guy. Okay, done.
My
Done.
blade will cut you down to
Pretty
size.
easy so far. Well, this bodyguard's dodging a lot. There we go. And Jahira leveled up.
Really sorry about what just happened. I didn't want to involve you, but if I hadn't run into you when I did, they'd be elbow deep in my brains right now.
No apology is necessary. I was merely doing what any honorable person would do.
Since you were kind enough to save me from those wizardly thugs, I was wondering if I could stay with you for a while. For your protection, as well as mine. I swear, I'm quite a skilled spellcaster. I can hurl a fireball like you wouldn't believe.
Perhaps we can take her along for now. Very well, your company would be appreciated.
Fantastic! Let me just get my... well, nothing. I'm ready to go now.
And like that, a half-elf named Nira, who has joined our party and is a wild mage. So we do have our spellcaster now. Magic Missile, and Nahal's Reckless Dwemer, which is just guaranteed to make some crazy stuff happen, basically.
Nature's
But first,
servant
a
awaits.
level up for Jahira. Now, Jahira is a multi-class. Multi-classes, if you're not... Again, if you're familiar with modern D&D and not the older versions, are a little different. They're not like a multi-class nowadays. You pick them at level 1, and you essentially have two classes that you level up at the same time. So she's reached, as you can see, 2007 experience in both. Don't know why Jahira specifically starts out with so much more experience. I guess that's just something they decided, because if you look, we don't even have 1,000 yet, and she's got a total of 4,014, but let's level up. Thaco reduced by 1. Additional priest spells 1. 12 additional hit points gained, and lore increased by 1. Well, there we go. So now she needs 4,000 to get to the next one. So it says 1993, but this bar just shows the closest one, because eventually the amounts that they need to get to the next level will become different at higher levels. So really she needs almost 4,000 XP, 3,900 and 86 to get to the next level, because every XP she gets is split between those two. With that said, now at 24 HP, much tankier, which is good. I was going to send these Nira's way, but again, Nira does have a gem bag, which we will absolutely take. And Nira's staff. Nira doesn't need the staff. She's got a sling. This staff, only usable by Nira. But we could sell it. Because it's a magic staff. +1 Thaco, +1 damage. And when the staff strikes a target, there's a 10% chance that either the target or the wielder will take 10 fire damage. Yeah, don't need that, but the gem bag is very useful.
What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a trice.
The commoners don't seem to mind that there was just some butchery on the streets here. You know, the sort of thing that happens when you're living on the Sword Coast. Just adventure and chaos everywhere.
Feel the sting in my boot if you bother me further.
Okay, nobody's bothering you, lady. Where do we head first? Maybe one of these inns that was mentioned. Oh, look at 4 HP on Nira. Good God. I guess that's the same as it was for Azar. Just the wizards with, what? Oh, that's with 14 Constitution. They're just so squishy. Yeah, let's go in here. This is Feldepost's inn.
Get out! I don't like your type in here.
Wow.
You tell him, Marl.
That seemed rather rude.
It shall be as you wish.
Are you talking to me?
Got a problem?
Are you talking to me?
I told you to get lost. Ain't no room here for your troublemaking strangers. No need to get all bent out of shape. There's plenty of bar for all of us. Hey, I take whatever shape I want. Sick of you freakish adventurers going out, sorting with God's knows what, and dragging your trouble back into my hometown. What do you say to that? I just do what I think is right. We solve a lot more trouble than we cause. Well, very nearly always. Hey, hey. Oh, you think it's funny, do you? You mess up the local economy with your treasure, you upset the balance of nature, you flash your magic around, and because of it maybe somebody's son thinks it's fun and goes out and gets himself killed. It's a bad example and somebody gotta kick your ass for it. Hold on. Everyone goes their own path, and I'll not be held accountable for what the fates deal. He was a good boy till your kind came through town. Filled his head with nonsense they did, and because of that he's dead. Now why shouldn't I take that out of your hide? If you knew him like you think, then ask yourself if he wouldn't have gone anyway. It's a calling you're born with. Nobody gives it to you. Tain't true. He was going to take over the farm and settle down. Maybe apprentice with Thunderhammer during the winter. He never wanted to adventure. That was what you wanted, Marl. Fun's fun, but you're blaming these folk for what couldn't be helped. That boy was a firebrand if ever there was. No, he was settling down. He wanted... that new plow you bought last year. He got the gold by helping clear kobolds near Ulgoth's beard. He wanted to make the difference. Make the realms a bit safer, just like these folk most likely. Why, Shantae, why couldn't he just stay home? The realms call and you go. He sounds like a fine lad taken too soon, but doing what he was meant. If you'll suffer my company, I'll buy a round and toast his memory with you. Would be fitting, I suppose. To Canair Nethalin, rest ye well. I would be alone a while. Well, 'tis the calmest I've done seen him in a week. Still, you best move along. Marl ain't no for his steady moods. 900 XP. Just talking it through with someone.
You have but to ask.
You know, it's a harsh world out there with the adventuring. You never know what could happen.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Keep a low profile if you please. Tempers are short for strangers right now. So what do you want? Yeah, it does seem tempers are short. Let's see. So there's all different kinds of rooms here, including the nicest, if we so desire. But, oh, I actually can't sell near a staff here. They won't buy it. Interesting. Well, I do want to buy that book, History of the Fateful Coin. And then look, so they do have some good magic items at Feldepost, just like our guide was saying. +1 composite longbow, the Protector +1, which is a magic necklace. +1 armor class and saving throws. +2 arrows, bracers of defense. +1 large shield. A couple of random things.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
We're gonna go across the street because this is Firebeard Elvenhair's house. Would we happen to know?
So hard to find decent folk
Ah,
nowadays.
you're old Garion's ward, the lonely kid of Candlekeep. Of course, I heard about the loss of Garion, and I must give you my deepest condolences. I hope since you've left Candlekeep, you've kept up on your reading. Oh, the world of books. I have heard that a new copy of that wondrous tome, The History of the Fateful Coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you would be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'd gladly reimburse you. I'd even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be so hard with Garion gone. Well, no problem, Firebeard. We already happen to have that book, because I just bought it.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, you are generous to an old man, so I will be generous in turn. Let me give you another book in exchange. It is a touch darker than what you have given me, but I sense that you may enjoy it nonetheless. Another reputation point.
Your actions.
Khalid's happy, we gained some experience. We lost that book, but we gained The History of the Dead 3. We also gained Scroll Case, which we can put all these scrolls in to free up our inventory. Very, very important indeed. And even though we have a wizard now, we're just going to be keeping them on me, because once again, we're saving things for a future party member. The History of Tether we already looked through, but I will look through this. History of the Dead 3. Knucklebones, Skull Bowling, and the Empty Throne. We'll just kind of scroll through it a bit. But if you want to read it, you can pause there. Quite a bit in it, but this one specifically is a pretty good book to read. You so decide. There we go.
Yes?
Look at that, someone helped out. Reputation, we're still popular because we're gaining reputation left, right, and center. We've got a wizard in the party. We now have a gem bag and a scroll case. Garrick?
Hello there. I have a pretty proposal for you.
Hail, adventurers, I have a proposal for you. I have heard that you're an excellent group of warriors. How would you like a well-paying job as bodyguards for my mistress? We're always on the lookout for money. Tell us more. I'm Garrick, and I work for Silky Rosanna. She's the most skilled musician and actor along the Sword Coast. In fact, she's to play at the Ducal Palace before the month's done. However, she's been having some problems of late. Some thugs have been hired by Feldepost to hurt her because she didn't perform at his inn when she was supposed to. You can't blame her for not showing up, what with a villain like Feldepost running the place. She needs mercenaries to protect her until she's ready to go to Baldur's Gate. She's willing to pay about 300 gold. What do you say? That sounds fair. Why don't you show us to this mistress of yours? I think you've made a good decision. Now just meet me outside of the Red Sheaf Inn, which is just off to the side over here. Move some people up here.
As you direct.
How may I be of assistance? What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Greetings, mercenaries. I am Silky, thespian extraordinaire.
Silky. Hello there. I see my Garrick has been rather busy. You look as if you're worth paying a little extra. What did my little helper offer you? I offered them 300 gold, just like you told me. I'll raise your wage to 400 gold. Well then, I assume that Garrick has explained what your duties are. You must simply dispose of the ruffians when they come to threaten me. They shouldn't be too hard to deal with, but I would advise you to strike fast. Whatever you do, don't speak with them. One of them is a mage whose mystic words can sway even the most wise of men. Here they are now, Feldepost's thugs. Strike when I tell you to. Greetings, Silky. We're here as you asked, and we have the... Don't try to threaten me. I won't be easy prey for you to beat on. I've brought friends. What are you talking about? We're here with the gems that... Shut up! There'll be no weaseling out of this one. Strike now! Kill them all! Stop this madness. We won't murder those who are obviously innocent men. Our deal is off. In any case, you're probably too cowardly to be any good enough fight. I'll deal with them myself after I deal with you.
Yes?
Okay.
What you want?
Let's quickly do some things because she's a spellcaster. Let's quickly hit her with a few things. We'll turn those off just for the fight. There we go. Interrupted her spell casting. So, as you can see, yeah, Silky... Oh, Nira also targeted herself with Magic Missile? Wild. Silky took 2 damage from Nira, and then 4 damage from Inouen, but that initial damage made the spell casting fail. So that's why I had them cast those right off the bat, because I wanted a fast, guaranteed hit to try and disrupt the spell. And there we go. 400 gold, which was what was promised to us, a magic quarterstaff, and a potion of invulnerability. Let's talk to the so-called thugs first. We thank you for stopping the evil witch before she killed us. Here, take this as a token of our appreciation. Got a potion of defense. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Silky's dead. I guess she had it coming. You can't be evil like her and expect to get away with it. I'm out of a job now. Would it be too much to ask if I could join up with you? No problem, I guess. Well, we'll take you for now. Though I do question your morals. And this is Garrick. He is a bard. You've been ranged with that so far. Now again, Garrick and Nira are probably not who we're going to keep with us, but for now, we've got a pretty tidy little party here. You identify that, Imouen? No, you can't. Garrick? Bards have high Thaco. Not Thaco. He does have high Thaco. He's got high lore, but it's only 10 at level 1. So, I will leave it there, but Potion of Defense, pretty good. Send that off to someone else, maybe. Khalid. Gives you a base armor class of 0, which is a pretty big improvement. And this is the same thing, except it also gives you +5 to saving throws. So we'll keep that there.
What is it this time?
Well, look at that. We've already getting in the action. We've fought multiple wizards in this place. We've gained 2 companions, 2 party members. There's still spiders somewhere. We still have to visit the smithy. Just over here. See what we can do. And then we have to move on down, continue on our quest and path towards the mines. But that will wait for another day. We will end it here right now. This one, these few episodes have been, this one and the past one will be coming out, or for you have come out, on the weekend already. But going forward, I think I'm going to have a regular schedule in the week with uploads for this Baldur's Gate playthrough every Monday and Thursday is the plan. So there should be another one tomorrow that will be coming out, and I'll have the... and I'll just reiterate with that schedule then. But until then, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.